in a very professional kind of way, that was a very good performance.
I thought we were good today. Listen, we've been scratching around. I thought we were good on the break. I thought we limited them to, I think Scotty's had one half shot in the first half. I think they've had 33 crosses. One of the lads has just told me. But we won everything because we wanted to. And that's what we needed. You know, listen, we've been far from perfect this season, we know that, but performances like that give you heart. We had a good week. We had a good chat this week. We had a good chat yesterday and Thursday, and the boys have delivered. But you know, I can't take anything away from them today. They were great, led by Stevie and Michael and Mitch Brundle making his league debut. I thought he was superb. Great ball for the goal. And Jermaine does what he does best, outpace people. Ashley Vincent for 45 minutes was really good as well. You know, I think it's time for people to step up. You know, although we probably can't do anything this season, you know, we can still finish 8th, and you know, with the desire like that and the commitment like that, and some of the football that we played as well, we got a chance.
When you came to pick the side for today, how difficult or easy a call was it to put Mitch in and where to put him, because obviously he's ostensibly a centre, and whether to put Ashley in or not?
I'll talk about Ash in a minute. We've been working on a few things this week. I knew what shape I was going to play. I knew probably 7 or 8 of the players I was going to play. It was just a case of nailing the other 3 or 4 positions down. Mitch has trained really well and deserved the chance, and so I thought he was really good. You know, a few things in training looked good, a few things in training didn't look good, and I couldn't really feel that left-hand side berth. That's something that suited me, something that I like the look of. Ash trained with Wes on Thursday, had a really tough session. And I was scratching my head around for who's going to play in that position, and he said, well, Ash is going to train tomorrow. And I just thought, well, listen, it might be the lease of life he needs, it might be, you know, the bit of spark that we need as a team, and I thought he provided that. I thought he knocked in 3 or 4 great crosses, which, you know, we haven't been putting in. He scored a goal, you know, and if Byron would have seen him when Byron got clean through, I think, and he squares it to him, I think he could be scoring 2-0, and it could be, you know, a little bit easier for us. But I thought he was good, and I said to the chairman in January, you know, we decided we're going to keep him. He hasn't had the best of starts, but if he can, or the best of half a season, but if we can use him like we can and get the best out of him, we know we've got a good player. It just hasn't, for whatever reason. You know, I've got to take my share of the blame's the wrong word, but you know, my share in that, and I thought today he showed a lot of character. After he hasn't trained with it. He trained yesterday for 40 minutes with us, but to come and put in a performance like that, I'd hope he'd give us a spark, and the boys like him, and I do. Just hopefully he can have a good end to the season.
Is in from the cold too strong a phrase to use?
I suppose not. No, in from the freezing, as it has been of late. I think he started 1 game. That's his 2nd start, so he can be well pleased with it. And I want him, like I say, I've got a squad. I don't think, for whatever reason, there's 1 or 2 things that have hampered him, hindered him, and I don't think I managed to get him as fit as I, you know, really needed him to be. And I say he wasn't match fit today, but his effort, and like, you know, sometimes when you're searching, we're searching for a formation, we're searching for you know, we've tried various things that we're not been quite happy with. Sometimes you know, just go for it.
And when you say searching, you've been searching for a win since Boxing Day, and as a result, when you get that win, it's unlikely to be the most fluent, and that's why I say professionally you will have been pleased, even though the quality of the football at times was a bit fragmented.
Listen, you tell me anybody who could go down and play decent football on that. You know, I come here Tuesday night against Oxford, and they battered Oxford from the first whistle to the last whistle. They pummeled them. They pumped balls into the box. They got the ball wide. They crosses, and Oxford scored after 15 minutes. Their first time they'd been in their half, but they kept going, and they put a lot of energy in, and I just thought, we're going to go there, we're going to set up nice and solid, nice and strong. I thought Stevie headed everything, Michael alongside him, the 2 fullbacks did well, Scotty hardly had anything to do but did well. And I knew that with the pace that the front four have, with Jermaine, Ash, Byron, and with Terry joining in, I thought Terry was excellent as well today. I felt that we could get in behind him. I thought we could, hurt him. I thought we could have done that a little bit more. But we, even second half, he put 5. I felt we were comfortable, and there's not many times this season I felt that. They were pumping balls into the box. Stevie was winning everything, and if he weren't winning anything, Michael and the 2 fullbacks were sweeping around and in the right positions. And I say it's been a good week, culminating obviously in a good 3 points. And so we want to finish the season strongly. It hasn't been by design that we've not been as good this season. Our standards haven't been as good. It's a tough league. That said, it's a good 3 points. It's a tough place to come. They've got a really good a good home record here. So I'm really pleased for the players today.
Pleased to have a game Tuesday as well, off the back of a win today.
I'm not particularly pleased it's Chesterfield, no, but yeah, of course I am. Bring out this. They're the games you want to be involved in. The ones against the top sides. I've seen they got beat today, so Cookie will be even more determined to make sure he comes and beats us. We have to look after ourselves. Don't matter who we play. Don't matter if you play Chesterfield at the top or you play Northampton at the bottom. You have got to roll your sleeves up. You have got to put in a performance. And unfortunately, too many times we haven't done that. And that's for whatever reason. It's not a blame game. It's not. We're not pointing any fingers. But as a group, we haven't been as good as we wanted to be and have needed to be.
And just lastly, a word about the 2 young lads in the back four. Brundle on his debut and Michael Heckley with only a handful of games. Both were very good today.
The back four was superb today. They rarely got split. They rarely got turned. Marshall by Steve, I thought they were good. Mitch's debut. He can be well pleased with that. I thought his decision making was really good. I thought his defending was really good. He got done once in the first half in the corner flag. And we left him a little bit exposed, but apart from that I thought he was pretty much foot perfect, and his range of passing is really good. And Michael, I thought that was Michael's best game for us. I thought he like a colossus alongside Stevie.
Corner turned?
We'll see Tuesday. Listen, I'm those supporters at the end that have cheered them off. I'm really pleased for them that made the journey down. They want to see something. Hopefully I'll see it again Tuesday.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Well, you probably knew Ash was going to tire after that. Long that.
Yeah, I hope it lasts a little bit longer, but we're just mindful of the fact that we didn't need to expose him. If we want him for Tuesday and next Saturday and whatever else, we really need to look after him. The plan was 60 minutes. I felt once. Sometimes when you've had that longer period out, you have the half-time break and it's damn hard to get yourself going. I just felt. He just looked a couple of little bit laboured on a couple of runs, and listen, Sid can do that role. I have no doubt he's got ability. Sid's problem has been a little bit defensively more than anything else, and I know he can do that. He pressed well. He won headers. He got in behind him a couple of times. He can. Sid's a good player. We just haven't seen enough of it. But I think in a day like today, I don't think it was Zach's type of pitch. I could have moved it around, but I thought Sammy and Matt Richards were excellent in the middle of the park. I could have put like Tails or Lee Lucas in the middle of the park and put Sammy out here, but I just felt Sid's size, Sid's bit of pace, bit of ball work, bit of decent ability on the ball. I thought he'd do a decent job there, and so it proved.
Yeah, he said it was one of the first times for a while you felt comfortable, but are you quite pleased with the way you were? You could see they were getting frustrated, weren't they, in the second half, and you were sort of.
The good thing with John, we'd scored. And when you score, how many teams have done it to us when we score? When they scored against us, not against us in the play, but unexpectedly. They thought they'd beat us today. I have no doubt about that at all. I thought they thought it was going to, after Oxford, I thought it was going to be, but we showed a bit of resilience, what we need to show for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and if the playoffs are a bit far away, below that it's very tight, isn't it? Just from 8th downwards, there's only a few points separating.
We could have gone 9th a couple of weeks ago. I don't know where we are. But we have to be as resilient as that. Tuesday, Saturday after that, the following Tuesday against Oxford. We've got to do it now to the end of the season. I sent them a little challenge in the week, and they can tick that one off as a positive.
Yeah, and you've spoken to Ash. Have you congratulated him?
Yeah, absolutely. There's never been anything personal. I just haven't thought he was ready in the right frame of mind, whatever. But I thought today, his attitude's not been in question, but just today I needed him, and he delivered for 45 minutes, 55 minutes. He put in a great shift, and now I need him for the rest of the season. And he wants. It's not been lack of wanting to do it. Just there's a couple of things, and he's just not been as on fire and as on all cylinders as we would want.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark. Well done.
Cheers,
today.
guys.